Growing up with a limited amount of devices in the house, me and my little two brothers had to adjust together and find compromises and deals to manage our gaming sessions instead of fighting like a bunch of barbarians over who gets to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or Spider-Man 2 for the 5th billionth time on a row. And lo and behold, the solution. Multiplayer games. Like nowadays we have Castle Crashers, Cuphead, Sonic Mania, Mario Party, or Crawl. Man, Crawl. This game is so good. I found it by accident. You should really try it out. This is like one of the best multiplayer games that I've ever played. You should go blind into it. But as I was saying, this is for the modern day. But back in the day we had a very potato PC, a very weak PC, so only run very simple games and flash games. So we played classic flash games like Fireboy, Water Girl. We didn't beat any of the games, but we were very good at the speedrunning levels. And I think the reason why we didn't beat the game was because most of our gaming sessions just went like this. Yeah, we were really bad at this game. Well, there was also the Tom and Jerry sandwich game where you had to gather the sandwich ingredients like tomatoes, just play the song where you had to gather the sandwich ingredients and then you had to give them to the lady, so the winner would have see something that we couldn't see as kids due to our manners and standards, while the loser would get to stare Spike in the eyes, knowing damn well that he's gonna be his punching bag for the next 2 days straight. Speaking of Tom and Jerry, I remember the 3D game we used to play. That game, I wonder how it worked on an old computer. In that game you could play as Tom, Jerry, Spike, Spike Jr., the Duck, and Butch. Wait, the black cat's name is Butch. No, it's kinda remind me of Butch Furwitch. Excuse me, sir, there must be something with someone you confuse me for. Oh, sorry about that. And the game was fun, but a part I really liked about the game was the fun interaction you could have with the environment. So, if your character gets burned or something, it would just start screaming. Or the biggest shot, there is just, jitter all over the place. And if you throw something heavy on their heads or watermelon, they would just go. Or if there was Spike, they would just go and do a thwomp on him. There was also the Shaun the Sheep games, and while yes, you could play them alone, they were fun, and they were honestly made to be played with one person. But we used to play them as the three brothers together. I would be Shaun. My little brother would be the little sheep, and my middle brother would be the fat one. And we would be the levels. It would be swiftly most of the time, and we were role playing as the sheeps, having fun as kids. And it was fun in games until, we're in the middle of the road, and someone decides that he doesn't want to follow the plan. He just goes, nah, I'ma do my own thing, and falls out of the freaking truck, resetting our entire progress. Thank you. Which, speaking of cartoon games, back in the day, Cartoon Network had a bunch of beat 'em up games about their IPs like Ben 10, Regular Show. Yeah, you remember the Ben 10 Generator X collab, right? Well, they had a beat 'em up game for that. Wait, now that I think about it, they used characters from kids' cartoons in video games to fight people. Video games and cartoons promoting violence? Nah, we're just imagining things. I mean, like, it's just kids play. It's not like they're gonna do it. Them had two-player mode, so the player one would have simple control scheme of up, down, left, right arrows. Each arrow walking its respective way. But as for the second player, they used the gamer standard, the WASD, which is, was pretty hard for kids' mind. Like, I always used to play on the WASD, which, like, normal WASD isn't a problem, but back in the day, we didn't have a QWERTY keyboard, we had an Azortic keyboard. And if you're wondering what that is, well, most keyboards that you've seen in your life are QWERTY, the standard American keyboards. In the top left, you see the major differences. They go QZERTY, while the AZERTY keys, which is used in France and most of Europe and all other places around the world, you just go AZERTY. So while a normal control layout would look like this, I used to play like this. Oh my god. I always get a chuckle when I remember this. But let's not forget the greatest two-player games website of all time. twoplayergames.org, where their slogan was that you could play a new two-player game every week. Every week they had new one, no matter what. Your wife died, new game. Your dad died, new game. You're dead, new game. It doesn't matter. You had to have a new game every week. And while they had, fun games, some about football, basketball, spear throwing, archery, we were laser focused on one specific game in one specific game, which was G-Switch. It's an auto runner game where this is the game suggests G-Switch or Gravity, 8 players on the same PC on the same keyboard, which you'll be wondering, what kind of dark magic let the devs be able to have 8 players be playing the same game on the same keyboard at the same time? Let me tell you. Yeah, this just made the controls very simple, so a single button, so when you click the button your character will just G-switch, so just go up or down depending on the direction they were in at the time you pressed the key. Yeah. Okay, the controls sound simple, but it was really fun. It was one of the best fun that we ever had growing up. Man, those times were good. Like I wish modern games would just have local multiplayer chill couch games where it's not just PvP or you're competitive against each other. Like, I don't know. Like, modern games are cool, it's just something missing. Maybe it's just the magic of childhood, or maybe it's the fact that my brothers keep bullying me because I simply just had 3 stars on the 5th round of Mario Party. It's not a big deal, you can catch up, you don't really have to bully me.